Students, we were doing chapter 1 number system, in which we were in the topic representing rational number in the form of P by Q. Okay, all of you are having this question booklet. We have done till question number 37 in our previous classes. Today we will start from question number 38. Read your question 38, what it is. Express 0.428 bar in the form of P by Q. In the form of P by Q. What you have to do? You have to express 0.428 bar in the form of P by Q. Okay, we have done such types of questions. Let's start. What we have to do? We'll put x is equal to 0.42828 will repeat. Okay, why? Because bar is only on 28. Now we will multiply it by 100. Why we are multiplying it by 100? Because the bar is on 2 digits. So here we will multiply it by 100 on both sides. It will be 100x. Now here the point will shift by 2 digits. Okay, we have done such types of questions. Here it will be 42.828. Okay, now we have to split it into 2 parts. For splitting this, we have to do rough work. Subtract this minus this. See, I am doing it here. Okay, I am writing only 3 digits after the decimal. It's coming 42.4 plus 0.428. So here I will write the same thing. 42.4 plus 0.428 and so on. So 0.428 was your x. Let's put the value of x here. Now we will shift x towards LHS. It will become 99x is equal to 42.4. Now x will be 42.4 upon 99. Let's remove the decimal. It became 424 by 990. Now we will cut it. It will go by 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4. Now 2 4s are 8. 2 9s are 18. 2 5s are 45. Okay, now it will not cut by any number. So this is your final answer. Your x is 212 upon 495. Okay, so we have expressed 0.428 bar in the form of P by Q. Okay, now pause the video and write it down in your copy in the question booklet where the space is given. Now students, let's go on question number 39. Okay, see question number 39, what it is saying. Express 0.001 bar in the form of P by Q. Okay, you have to express 0.001 bar in the form of P by Q. Let's start. Here the bar is on 3 digits. Here the bar is on 3 digits. Let's start. What we will write? We will write x is equal to 0.001001 and so on. Okay, this is a third type in which bar is on 3 digits. We have done a variety in which bar was on 1 digit, then 2 digit, and now we are doing it on 3 digits. Now next step will be we will multiply it by 1000. Why we are multiplying by 1000 on both sides? Because bar is on 3 digits. Now the point will shift by 3 digits. What will come here when we will multiply this number by 1000? It will be 1.001 and so on. Now the procedure is same, students, only you have to take a look towards this. Okay, by what number we have to do? Multiply in the second step. Only that is changed, the rest everything is same. Now we have to split it into two parts. How we will do? Subtract this minus this. 1.001 minus 0.001. What we will get? 1. So this plus this can be written 1 plus 0.001 and so on. Now again 0.001 was x. So we will put the value of x here. Now x will go towards LHS. It will become 1000x minus x equals to 1. Now it will become 990x is 1 and finally your x is 1 upon 999. This is your final answer. We have converted 0.001 bar in the form of P by Q. Is it clear? This was a third variety in which the bar was on 3 digits. Clear, students? Pause the video and note it down. After this, see question number 40. Question number 40 is same as, sorry students, this was question number 39. Okay, we were solving question number 39. Now see question number 40. Question number 40 is same as question 39. So it will be your homework. Your homework will be question number 40. It is same as question number 39. Note it down. Students, now we are doing question number 41. Read question number 41. This is a very important question, okay? This question comes in 4 or 5 marks. What you have to do, you have to express 2.36 bar plus 0.23 bar in the form of P by Q. In the form of P by Q. Okay, students. So what we have to do? We are having two numbers here. 2.36 bar and 0.23 bar. We have to convert it in the form of P by Q. So what we will do? We will first convert 2.36 bar in the form of P by Q. Then we will convert 0.23 bar in the form of P by Q. Then we will add both of them. Okay, so let's start. First, let x is equal to, we are first taking only 2.36 bar. 2.36, 36 and so on. So we will multiply it by 100. You have made so many questions. And the decimal will shift by 236.36 and so on. Now we have to split it into two parts. It will be 236.36 minus 2.36. What we are getting? We are getting 234 plus 2.36. It will be 234 plus 2.36 and so on. Now again 2.36 is same as x. So we will put x in place of 2.36. Now x will shift towards LHS. It will become 100x minus x is 234. It will become 99x is 234. Now x is equal to 234 upon 99. By which number it will go? It will go by 3. 3 sevens are 21. 3 eights are 24. 3 threes are 9. 3 threes are 9. Again it will go by 3. 3 twos are 6. 3 sixes are 18. 3 ones are 3. 3 ones are 3. So finally what do we got? We got x is equal to 26 by 11. This is our equation 1. Why? Because we have taken only our first number 2.36 bar. Now what we will do? Now we will convert 0.23 bar in the form of P by Q. Let's start. We will do the same thing. Let x is equal to 0.2323 and so on. Now the bar is on 2 digits, so we will multiply it by 100. Here the decimal will shift by 2 points. It will be 23.23 and so on. Now we have to split it into 2 parts. So this minus this, what will come? Here we got 23 plus 0.23. So we will write 23 plus 0.23 and so on. But 0.2323 was x. So we will put the value x here. Now x will shift towards LHS. What do we get? 99. 99, x is 23 by 99. Okay. Or 99x is equal to 23. In the next step we will get x is equal to 23 by 99. Okay, it will not cut by any number. So this is your equation 2. Now finally what we will do? We will add equations 1 and 2. Why? Because our question was 2.36 bar. Okay, our question was 2.36 bar plus 0.23 bar. Okay, so it will be equal to 26 by 11 plus 23 by 99. Is it clear, students? Now what we will do? We will take the LCM. Our LCM will be 99. Now 99 divided by 11 will be 9. Do 26 into 9. Do 26 into 9. 234 plus 23. Okay, what we will get? We will get 257 upon 99. So this is your final answer. Okay, 2.36 bar plus 0.23 bar will be 257 upon 99. This is your final answer. What we have done was, first we have converted this into P by Q, then this number into P by Q, and finally we have added both of them. The answer is in the form of P by Q. This is a very important question. Pause the video and note it down in your question bank here. The space is given. Question 41. Now students, question number 42 is same as question number 41. So this will be your homework. Question 42 will be your homework, and we have completed the topic of representing any number in the form of P by Q. Now we will start the next topic. Students, see your question booklet. Now we are starting our next topic, that is to represent irrational numbers on a number line. We have seen how to represent rational number on a number line. Now we will see how to represent irrational numbers on a number line. For this, students, you are having 3 methods. Okay, to represent irrational numbers on a number line, there are 3 methods: spiral method, geometrical method, and magnification method. There are 3 methods: spiral, geometrical, and magnification. Today we are going to start the first method, which is your spiral method. Okay, you will understand with the help of the question that how do we represent it. Okay, so let's start. Students, see your question booklet, question number 43. What it is saying, represent root 2 on a number line. Okay, question number 43. It is saying represent root 2 on a number line. Now students, don't write anything. Just look at the board. You are doing it for the first time. Okay, you have to represent root 2 on a number line. So as soon as you saw any number under root, okay, a whole number under root, then you know that you have to solve it by spiral method. Okay, after doing all the 3 methods, I will tell you that by just seeing the number you can differentiate that by which method it would be main. Okay. Here if you see that under root there is a whole number, so you will use the spiral method. Okay. It will not be written in the question. You have to identify it. Okay. Don't worry, after doing all the three methods you can easily identify it. So our first method is this. First of all, look at the steps here carefully. For this you have to remember the Pythagoras theorem, students. On the right hand side, first start the Pythagoras theorem, which says hypo square is perpendicular square plus base square. Okay, but it is also very important from your exam point of view. Okay, these sets of questions also come. So for what we have written the Pythagoras theorem. What does it say? Pythagoras theorem says that hypo square is perpendicular square plus base square. Now whatever is your question, you have to write it at the place of hypotenuse. What you have to do, you have to write it at the place of hypotenuse. It was root 2, so we have written root 2. Now the whole number is 2. 2 minus 1. Okay, the next smallest whole number will be written in the base. Okay, what you have to do, you have to write it in the base. So now let's see what it will come. Root 2 square is 2 and root 1 square is 1. So what will it become? Your perpendicular square will come 1 and your perpendicular will also be 1. Are you able to understand what I have done? The question was root 2. You have to put that number in place of h. Okay, try to understand the process. Okay, it's a new process for you. What you have to do? You have to put root 2 in place of h. And the number 1 less than the whole number 2 will be 1. If here it would be 3, then we would have taken 2 here. Okay, so here it was 2, so we have taken 1 here. Now what will it become? P square plus 1. Now the value of P square will be 1, so P is 1. Now let's plot on the number line. What you have to do, you have to take a point O, okay, and you have to first decide a unit. Okay, here decide that your 1 centimeter, okay, you can take anything, or your 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter. What you have to take 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter. You can take any unit, but 1 centimeter would be very small. Okay, so you can take 3, 4, anything you want. But here we are taking, let 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter. This is your scale. Now your first process would be that take a point O here. Now what you have to do, your base is 1. Root 1 means 1. Your base is 1. That means you have to draw 1 unit here. What you have to draw? You have to draw 1 unit here. 1 unit means 2 centimeters. So you will mark it 2 centimeter, but write 1 here. Are you able to understand? These values are taken in unit. Okay, 1 unit you have to draw in the base because our base is 1. So we have written 1 here. Now what you have to do? Now your 1 unit was 2 centimeters, so you will measure 2 centimeter and mark a point A. Now what is your perpendicular? Your perpendicular is again 1. So from here you have to draw a perpendicular. Okay, 1 unit. Okay, 1 unit means 2 centimeter again. I am not measuring it with scale. I am drawing it randomly. You have to do it with a scale. Okay, you have to use scale, protector, everything in this question. So keep all these things ready with you. What you have to do now, you have to draw perpendicular 1. From where does it came? From here. Our P was 1, so we have drawn 1 unit and our 1 unit was 2 centimeter. That means here also 2 and here also 2. Now this is your point B. Now what you will do, students, now join OB. What we have done, we have joined OB. Since it was a perpendicular, that means it is a right angle triangle and your hypotenuse was root 2. What was your hypotenuse? As you have drawn the base and perpendicular and joined joined it here, that means it is your hypotenuse and your hypotenuse was root 2, which was your question. Okay, now this is root 2. Now you have to plot root 2 on the number line. So what you will do, you will take a rounder, put the tip of rounder here, and from here you have to draw an arc. What you have to do, you have to draw an arc and bring this point below this. Okay, take a rounder. Okay, put the tip, pointed tip here and your pencil here. Now you will bring this point towards the number line, and this is your root 2 on number line. What you have done? What you have done, students? You have to keep your pointed point here of the rounder and your pencil here. Now you have to bring it down on the number line, and this will be your root 2 on the number line. Is it clear? This is your answer. Again I am explaining. Listen carefully. Whatever will be your question, write it here. Root 2, then write the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, your question will be your hypotenuse and base will be 1 less than the given number. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to find out the perpendicular. Now draw a number line, mark a point O. From O you have to draw base 1 unit. I have taken 1 unit as 2 centimeter. Then you have to draw perpendicular. You can draw perpendicular by a protector or a rounder, whatever you think. Okay, it's easy for you. You can do it by any one of them. Then after drawing the perpendicular, what you will do, you will join OB. Now from rounder, with the help of rounder, bring this point towards the number line, and this is your final answer. Correct, students? Pause the video and note it down. And this is a very important question. So take a copy, another copy. First you have to draw this in the question booklet given here. You have to see from the board and note it down here. After this, stop the video and then take another copy and draw it by your own. Okay, this question is very important, students. Do it again by yourself. Okay, so you have to repeat question number 43 again. And question 40 and 42. These are your homework that we will discuss in the live class. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. The rest questions based on this, we will do it in the next class.